So this is OAN's trying to deal with it.
You've got the richest guy in the world.
Oh my God. Dan Balls. Hey, everybody. It's Dan. Sorry, it's Dan One Ball. Go for it.
Arguing and fighting with the most powerful man in the world. George, nice to see you. Before I get to good things with the economy, GDP going up, exports going out, all this good stuff Trump's been doing with the tariffs for 4 months.
Yeah.
Nobody's talking about anything today except Elon and Trump fighting back and forth over the bill. Elon then making some nasty comments, claiming that Trump's in the Epstein files, Trump should be impeached. Trump at the end of the day saying Elon's got Trump derangement syndrome.
Oh.
I don't know how this went off the rails, George, but you know both men. I wanted your opinion and insight.
Yes, if anybody could get drunk at a bar and blather all the behind-the-scenes stuff, it's George Papaskopoulos.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, Dan, thanks for having me.
Yes, I couldn't be more happy to be here.
Look, I'm a fan of Elon Musk. I think
Elon Musk is great. Elon Musk, she's fantastic. I love her talk show.
what he did with the
Ellen, charmed.
purchase of Twitter, now X, really secured freedom of speech around the world. Obviously, social.
Yes, especially the freedom to bounce Charlie Kirk and unfollow Stephen Miller.
Social media now is the public square that everybody exchanges ideas,
Fuck off, commie. It's a private industry.
opinions, and discourse on vis-a-vis how it used to be, where the mainstream media was suppressing critical information, you had big tech controlling narratives, so that's a good thing. Obviously, his endorsement of President Trump and the money that he spent on this past election really did provide a lot of benefit. Given all that good stuff, this was completely uncalled for. Dan, what this public spat that Elon Musk did today completely harmed his reputation. I think it's going to harm his business eventually, and it kind of shows him to be very unhinged and somebody who might have had more expectations than actually he was provided with, and that means a bigger role in government, more influence in government, and he had to understand that the president is the most powerful man in the world. He has many people around him who vie for his attention. Many people have given him a lot of money, and Elon Musk overstepped here, and I think hopefully it does repair down the line.
Do you think, and DJT did this before, he's a trusting guy sometimes. Do you think that him and the administration let Elon in too quick, too close? Because, let's be real, this isn't the first time Elon's gone off the rails. We've seen him go off on people on X and do wacky, crazy things. I mean, you know, this is part of Elon's chemistry, his makeup. I mean, a lot of people say, you know, he's got some form of, whether it's like an Asperger's or something. There's something with Elon. We've seen it before. And Trump bring him into that inner circle, and I think he thought, okay, I have all this control, all this power because I'm next to the president. But again, when you get to DC and you've got to work with these two parties and 435 people in Congress, you know, you can't always get everything you want. And I feel like Elon feels because he's Elon Musk, he can get everything he wants because he's Elon Musk.
Need, which is a boot
Yeah,
in the ass. Don't let the door hit you with a good Lord splash.
The tech oligarchs were former Democrats that were, you know, just recently on the Trump or MAGA bandwagon, endorsing him, doing some public podcasts, public speeches. People like Zuckerberg, these guys on the All-in-One podcast.
It just
Elon
gives a
Musk
win
himself.
to our
And I think what the real issue is, so
enemies.
you mentioned about rushing these people into the MAGA circle, into the inner circle. I think the reason that they were rushed in is because we had no choice.
We didn't have a
as
choice. We
MAGA,
had to
America
let
and
them
candidate
budge
Trump, now
in
President
and
Trump,
take
because of the
private
stranglehold
medical
that the mainstream media,
information
big tech, and even the intel
and,
agencies had on narrative,
Social
on narrative
Security
and
numbers.
information being suppressed, processed, and delivered to the American people.
Even
So
though
they
they
had to
didn't.
give them some sort of.
Sorry, I just end scene. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. It was a great. Yeah, I appreciate it. Sorry, the idea of these guys melting down is just too. It's too musical an opportunity for me to pass up.
You know, good or some sort of gift for a.
Why do I feel like he's waiting in like the mudroom of a woman he's about to attack when she gets home from work? Where is he? What are you doing, George? Man, I don't know. I broke into this house. I've been looking through the window and tracking this woman for weeks. And I know she usually gets off in about 20 minutes. So as soon as we're done with the interview, I'm going to jump her. Oh, that's why it sounds like shit? Yeah, I can't talk too loud because I'm using the kids as leverage. They're tied up upstairs. Fuck me.
Allowing President Trump to simply spread his message. But I do think it might have been a little too quick, too fast, given these people's histories. And now hopefully that is reined back a little bit. This is allowed to rebalance. And hopefully that this doesn't get too bad before it gets a lot better, which I hope it does, Dan.
I know. I mean,
Yeah, I know. Thanks, Dan. Tell him. Tell him, Dan, what's going on? You look so sad. Maybe it's 'cause you've only got one ball. Or perhaps you weren't invited to Mar-a-Lago when Trump and Musk got along.
claims he made today.
Also sad, but they're true.
And Trump didn't hit back as hard as he could have, let's be real.
Because he knows they're true.
Because there's lots of allegations about Elon. You know, just this past week, there was the drug use.
Oh, the drugs. These aren't the drugs talking. He was sober at the time.
That I think that was the New York Composter Times put out. We've got the multiple wives and multiple kids and the crazy stuff he's done over the years. So
these are things we knew, but we looked past them because we wanted his money. And now it's bit us in the ass. Oh no.
Trump could have hit him hard. He hit him ridiculously. I mean, the claim about the Epstein files, let's be real, that's defamation. The president could sue you. If that were true...
Yeah, you can only sue him if it's not.
Don't you think Biden and Harris would have put...
Yeah, that's the talking point. I got to tell you, the idea that there might not be footage of him with underage girls, but there's images of him with women, and these women are of age or just barely of age, and they looked it up and they're like, yep, he only would be on the plane with naked chicks if they were 18, and Epstein kept the underage girls in a back bedroom while he was on there, but we can't prove it because there's no video because he was smart enough to know who he was playing with, and especially when it was on Trump's plane.
Put that out? I mean, the Clintons would have put it out back in 2016, okay? So
if they had access to it. You have to remember, the island was raided when Trump was president, dum-dum.
obviously that's just him doing a low blow and now calling for the impeachment of Trump.
The nerve. How could he?
How can you call for a great man to fall?
Sorry.
Somebody's got to make a call to Elon and wrangle his butt in.
Wrangle his ass and put it in a sling.
Otherwise, he's going to find himself in deep, deep trouble. Looking for news that actually tells...
No, Dan. I'm not looking for news. Or I wouldn't be on OAN's channel, dummy. You don't think I click on OAN clips for news, do you? I knew you were deluded, Dan, but this is bad. This is becoming like I hope they have a health plan, because I think you might have suffered some sort of a blow to the head or some oxygen depravity or maybe alcohol poisoning. I don't know.